slam now. We've got a real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. All right. Ha! Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam. Come on and slam, if you want to jam. Hey, you, what you gonna do? Hey, you, what you gonna do? Hey, you, what you gonna do? Hey, you. Party people in the house, let's go. It's your boy MK, alright, so head to ding and watch me flex behind my back. You know what's next with the jam. All in your face, what's up? Just feel the bass. Drop it, rock it down the road. Shake it quick as space, come on.
Just work that body, make sure you don't hurt nobody.
You wanna lose your mind? Take this thing into overtime. Hey DJ,
Turn it up,
MK fam gonna burn it up. Come on, y'all get on the floor. So hey, let's go, right? Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We've got a real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance to your dance at the Space Jam. All right. Oh yeah. Welcome to the Space Jam. Wave your hands in the air if you feel fine. We're gonna take it into overtime. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance to your dance at the Space Jam. Say a damn thing, you man. Get on the floor and jam it. You see me on the microphone. Girl, you got me in the zone.
we the team on the coach, let's dance all night from coast to coast.
You see me drum the bass. 901 all in your face.
Oh yeah! Ha, ha, oh yeah!
Everybody, y'all ready to stop? Y'all wanna know why? 'Cause it's a slam jam. Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We've got a real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance to your dance at the Space Jam. All right. Wave your hands in the air if you feel fine. We're gonna take you into overtime. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance to your dance at the Space Jam.
All right. Hello, hello. Okay, listen. I have no idea where you are or how you got there, but what I do know is that guy you were seen with last night, he's bad news. But some good news, if you're hearing this, chances are you're still alive. Look, just stay calm and if you can, avoid him at all costs. Do your best to hold out until morning. Please just stay alive.
We're back, revamped. The madness never ends. We're not alone. This time we brought some friends. No doors, no home, but you keep coming back.
This is what you want.
Then you can be just like us. It's what we're made to do. You act like we're not there. We're unmasked. You hide yourself and really it makes us the same. A couple hours, but it's feeling like days. Now you're running out of power. Leave you mingled and winding away. Step one, check lights and empty out the halls. Did you hear that? It's banging in the halls. Enjoy your new job, 'cause it might be our last. You'll find it 6 a.m. We'll see you tomorrow. It's what we're made to do. You act like we're not there. We're unmasked. You hide yourself and really it makes us the same. A couple hours, but it's feeling like days. Now you're running out of power. Leave you mingled and winding away. If you're strong, you can fly. You can reach the other side of the rainbow. It's alright, take a chance, 'cause there is no circumstance you can't handle. When you use your mind, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom. Trouble keeps you running faster. Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom. Separated from disaster. Through the dark, to the light, it's a supersonic flight. Gotta keep it going. Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom. Trouble keeps you running faster. Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom. Separated from disaster. Sonic Boom. Through the world and Sonic Make your move, break it out. That's what life is all about. It's your adventure. It's alright, take a chance, 'cause there is no circumstance that you can't endure. Where's your life? Mr. Vance, got it good, but this ain't his neighborhood. He's taking over. No, no. Time is now, he can't hide. Find the power deep inside and make it happen. Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom. Trouble keeps you running faster. Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom. Separated from disaster. Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom. Take it Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom. Trouble keeps you running faster. Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom. Separated from disaster. Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom. Spinning through the world in Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom. Take
Woo! Yes, sir. Yes, buddy. People of the land known as cyberspace, how is everybody doing on this day of the week? What is going on, Will? How is it going? Grimaldo, what is going on? Williams, No Rock, Jonathan, hello, welcome. And any lurkers out there in the land of cyberspace, how is everybody doing on this day? Oh, woo! Forgot to drop the cat boot. You know, it happens. It happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us. Paul, what is going on? Also did not expect a Space Jam this day. Oh, yeah. Today was a day. Today was a day in my corner of cyberspace. Literally, like, I can't even express to you, like, how chill the day was. Literally, up until, like, an hour before I needed to leave to come home. So, yeah, you know, I don't know if any of you have ever had a professional somewhere to do a thing, and when they show up to do the thing, they actually do not know how to do the thing, and you end up doing the whole thing for them. I don't know. While they just lurk. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It's cool. Everything's great. But we're there. We're here. We're doing the thing. I've missed you guys over the past couple of weeks. It's been, I feel like it's been a month. More than a month. It's been a long time, but we're here. And we do have some business to tend to really quick before we get rocking and rolling here. You know what I'm saying? We got one more of these Squishmallow unboxings. I just remembered that I was going to get all of the Squishmallows out that we had unboxed, but I failed to do that because of all the chaos. So we're just doing the thing. Exactly that. We're just doing the thing. I'm still holding out hope. Still holding out hope for this disease here, or a cactus. So last time we got this one, I forgot this one's name, but that's the one we got. So yeah, let's see. Let's do an unboxeroony and see what we got going on here. Whoop. Yeah, cactus. This is the last one. So maybe it's a cactus, maybe not. It's not cactus colors, I don't believe. What is this? Is this the Is this supposed to be a butterfly? Mirren helps other mallows find jobs. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Isn't that lovely? Oh, I forgot to do the crackles. Wait a minute. Rewind. Flashy thing. Psh. How silly of me. Ratty, what is going on? Welcome to cyberspace land. Hopefully you're doing fantastic today. You're just in time for the crackles. Because this actually is just a pleasurable vessel for the Squishmallow. Oh, look at that. Wow. Mirren, that's amazing. I'm assuming this is a butterfly. Incredible. Yeah, anyway, so that's a thing. I forgot to get all the friends out so we could do a proper family welcome to our new friend, but it is what it is. So anyway, that's our score, our fat loots of the day. So yeah. Unfortunately, we did not get the cactus, and I am quite wounded about that. I don't know if I will ever recover. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway. Okay, what are we doing today? Beyond this, we are playing a video game here known as Sonic 3D Blast on the Sega Saturn. So I'll get into a little bit of backstory on this. Wait, let me turn my side light on here. Yeah, it's a little better. So yeah, this is I got this for Christmas one year. When this came out, and I was quite thrilled about it. I don't think this is the greatest Sonic game by any means, but I played it a ton as a kid because when this came out, there was actually another 3D Sonic game, like a fully 3D Sonic game, like, basically Mario, the answer to Mario 64 on the Sega Saturn, called Sonic Extreme. It was supposed to come out. It eventually ended up getting canceled, but this came out. It was kind of a stopgap for before Sonic Extreme was to come out, but it never did. So this basically is like the only actual 3D Sonic game that we got on the Saturn. There are a few other like little mini game type experiences, but this is it. This is all we got. And so you will see as we dig into this one, it's kind of it's like an isometric view kind of game. I've talked about this game several times. I actually love the soundtrack in this game. It is one of my favorite soundtracks on the Saturn, period. The composer did a lot of other things, actually. They did, Richard Jacques is the composer's name. He went on to do, I believe, like, he's kind of dabbled in the Sonic series ever since Sonic 3D Blast on the Saturn. So, fun fact, and I actually made a short video on this, like, I don't know, a couple of years ago at this point, but the soundtrack to Sonic 3D Blast on the Saturn is different from the one on the Sega Genesis. So the one on the Sega Genesis was done by Jun Sonoe, who did the soundtrack for Sonic Adventure, and a lot of the music from the Genesis version of this game, actually, which was chiptune, actually wound up getting rearranged and recorded by full on rock band for Sonic Adventure. So there are some really good tracks in Sonic Adventure that actually originated in the Genesis version of this game. However, we are here to talk about the Saturn one because this is the one that I played, and the music in this one, completely different vibe, but super, super good, and it just gets better the longer you play it. Also, this one has one of my favorite types of special stages in any Sonic game. It's basically the first 3D, well, not really the first three, but a 3D rendering of the special stages from Sonic 2, but they feel a little faster. The music's great, fantastic. Anyway, so I just want to take a look at this manual. I can tell that I have thumbed through this once or twice. When I was a wee lad, it definitely feels. Oh, you know what? I just realized I need to be playing this with the 3D. I was about to play this with a regular controller, like an actual full. What in the hickory dickory dock am I thinking? That's amazing. I'm losing it. I'm glad I read the instructions to remind me to not be a freaking fool. But yeah, anyway, I just want to look at the story here. Take a gander at the story. Sonic and his friends are off to visit the mysterious Flicky Island. According to legend, the island contains precious gems. Among them...
So bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Among them, the Chaos Emeralds. Sonic must find the Flickies, mysterious little birds who hold the key to finding the gems. Let me zoom in so you guys can see a little bit more. Finding the gems, Flickies are rarely seen, and it is said that their existence is tied closely to the location of the Chaos Emeralds. Meanwhile, Dr. Robotnik has hatched a new scheme. His target this time is Flicky Island. He has detected the presence of the Chaos Emeralds on the island. Upon arriving there, Robotnik immediately starts setting up intruder defenses and begins building the robots he loves so much. But Robotnik needs to find the Flickies to place inside his machine. Suddenly, in the distance, he sees a bright, shining dimension ring appear. A flock of Flickies fly out of the ring, perch on a tree branch, pick up some food, and then disappear into the dimension ring. So they live in another dimension, do they? Ha! I found the secret of the Flickies. Trying to make sure I'm still in the frame here. The Flickies travel freely between dimensions using the dimension rings without wasting any time. Robotnik develops a new device, the Dimension Ring Generator. He captures Flickies from the Flicky dimension using his new device and begins turning them into robots. Later on, Sonic and his friends arrive at Flicky Island and find the place in pandemonium. Sonic sees the crazed Dr. busily placing the Flickies into his robot shells. Robotnik! Sonic yells. Sonic, again? Well, no matter the robots I've created using the Flickies, you'll never be able to stop me. At last, I'll be free to find all the Chaos Emeralds and rule the world. Sonic realizes that he must save the Flickies by freeing them from their robotic prisons and sending them back into the Flicky dimension. More importantly, Robotnik must not be allowed to find the Chaos Emeralds first. Time to go, Sonic. Love it. Okay. So yeah, and then this is pretty typical manual. Just kind of focus issues. Just kind of giving you a little glimpse of what is to come in the game. I always like in Sonic games how they name all the enemies, but they did not do that in this one. Cool story. I love that. I love that when that kind of thing happens. But it's fine. There's a nice little portrait of Sonic here that you can write notes on or write scores on. That's great. The Fricky dimension, exactly that. All right. Since I am apparently using the incorrect controller, I'm going to go grab the one that I need to be using very quickly and all that stuff. Listen to some music while you wait.
Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in, but the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
It is literally impossible to find a more professional live stream out in cyberspace land. So I don't think, well, it's been a while since I've played a game with this controller on stream. So a little bit of a refresher on what the heck this is. So this is a Sega Saturn 3D pad. It is, if for those of you who are familiar with the Dreamcast, you may notice that this looks very, very similar to the Dreamcast controller. At some point, they planned on making other peripherals for this, like for this to attach to, but they never released any. But yeah, this is like the only controller that I know of where you can disconnect the cable from the controller. Side note, somebody is making just some random developer in their free time is making a Bluetooth add-on for this to plug in here, so I'm quite thrilled about that. But that does not exist yet in this room, so we're using good old analog cable here. But yeah, so this is the Saturn analog stick controller. It feels nice. I believe this is a Hall Effect stick. I believe that. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, so this is the normal Saturn pad, but then this is the 3D pad. So it's got basically the same D-pad, same buttons, but it's honestly like feeling it, holding it in the hands. You know, at first it feels a little weird, but last time I played Christmas Nights with this a couple of years ago, and at first it feels weird, but then you kind of get used to it. So that controller design is something else. Yeah, so that's the thing. And then you can't use both the analog stick and the D-pad. You have to switch between them with this switch here. So that's a thing. Okay, let's hurl ourselves into this video game and stop blabbing on and on and on and figure out which is the right button to hit. That's the one. I'm gonna turn that nonsense off up there. Turn the tunes down. We'll see how the tunes are once we get rocking and rolling here. So yeah, first feels weird, but you got to get used to it. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm. That is actually a quote of a thing that I said in cyberspace land. I love that. I love that for everybody involved. What does this look like? Can you guys want to look at the?
Will has been a member for 21 months. They said, holy 21 months, _MKTV sax, _MKTV yay, _, lol, _MKTV thread.
Well, I greatly appreciate the support. Thank you for hanging around here in that capacity for so long. That's insanity. That's literal, living, breathing insanity. I appreciate you. Thank you for all that you do. Okay. I wish I could move this further forward, but it will literally fall off the desk, so it's fine. We just put it like this. Look at that. It's got things, got designs here. I don't know why I'm doing that. I don't like this empty space above me in this stream layout, but I don't know what to do with it. What was I going to do? I was going to go, there are no options. All right, let's do the thing. Who else would stick around and snap all those quotes into Clabot's memory? That's what I'm saying. I don't know what to tell you, Will. I don't know what to tell you. Ha! Sometimes you got to fill the space. You know what I'm saying? You got to fill it. You just got to fill it. This is my hot water with throat coat. My throat coat blend.
On April 8th, 2025, MichaelK said, "One of my beard hairs is acting literally unhinged."
It happens. It happens to the best of us. Wow, this controller feels crazy. I'll get there. I'll absolutely get there. Wait, I'll turn up brightness a little bit here on my dinghy. My dinghy's just not bright enough. I have fixed it. I've corrected the issue, though. Everything's fine. Wow, this feels like chaos. You may notice that this looks a lot different from any Sonic game that we played so far on the stream. You may notice, you may pick up on that. Also, fun little fact, fun little bit of information. So this game was made by Traveler's Tales. Traveler's Tales made... They used to make all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. And now all they make is Lego games. So Traveler's Tales, like, basically they made all kinds of games. And frick. And then at some point in time they made a Lego game and never looked back. So, yeah. That whole thing. So here's what we're doing. We are traversing the lands, collecting flickies and collecting Chaos Emeralds. Because of course we're collecting Chaos Emeralds. And once we... Oh, you foolish mine thing. Give me my friends back. You may notice that this game is a little slower than a lot of the other Sonic games. It doesn't quite have the breakneck speeds. Did I leave behind a flicky? Did I leave a flicky? Frick. Did I miss one? Did one not come with me? I think I got them all. Wait, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Where the heck is this other one? Oh, did it fall? Did it freaking fall? Oh, where it is. There it is. It wandered around. Okay, I have acquired it. I've acquired the flicky that I could not find. Problem. Crisis averted. It's fine. Woo! All right, so we got to do this. We gotta hurl our friends into this dimension ring. Frick. Oh, you know what? I just realized I forgot to turn something off on here. It's fine. Everything's fine. Eventually in life, things are going to get repaired, and we're going to be doing things correctly. We're going to do things correctly because this is a professional live stream. This is an actual professional live stream environment. Okay, that should look better. That does in fact look better for your capturing eyeballs, I believe. This is why we have checklists that we follow when we perform repeated activities like this that involve a lot of steps. Because if you don't have a checklist, then you wind up forgetting random things. So this is an interesting little shield power-up thing that I just lost immediately, but it lets you home in on enemies. It lets you home in on enemies. I think my glasses had transitioned like they were in sunlight. Yeah. Yeah, I had HDR on my upscaler, which looks great on the monitor here, but the capture device does handle conversion with so HDR is high dynamic range, and basically it makes the color range more dynamic. It makes the brightness, the contrast more dynamic. I don't know really how to explain it, but yeah. So if it's on, my capture device is doing like some conversion, and it just winds up creating a little bit of a fresh amount of chaos. I need 50 rings, please. We cannot leave here. without getting an emerald. We absolutely cannot. Frick. Son! Great, I have one single ring. All of my flickies are running away. Yeah, Ratty, I'm just trying to get my life together here. Just absolutely trying to get my life together. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Frick! Okay. Sweet. It's great. It's great. It's great. It's great. Okay. I need rings. I need somebody to give me rings, please. You may notice that I am not running at breakneck speeds because I am terrified. I'm absolutely terrified I'm going to run into spiked balls, and I'm not going to have 50 rings, and I'm not going to be able to get a Chaos Emerald, and the whole game is going to... We're just going to fail. We're just going to fail. They can't have that. We can't have that. Lance, what is going on? How is it going? Hopefully you're doing fantastic on this lovely day of the week. It is such a pleasure to see you here. This game is great. I agree. I had a lot of fun with this game as a kid. Frick. We need 14 more rings. Is that how mathematics work? So any of you on your alt right now, who is alting? Who is alting before my eyes? For any of you out there in cyberspace,
Conkle just donated 10 Canadian dollars and said, Genesis soundtrack better. Also, hey, random channel that showed up in my homepage. Have a good day, man.
Conkle, I greatly appreciate that. I mega, ultra, super appreciate that super chat. Thank you. Thank you for that. And thanks for being here. Thanks for checking everything out. I like them both. I like them both. I like them both for different reasons. I was actually just about to start talking about the soundtrack again, but yeah. So for those of you who played Sonic Speed Simulator on Roblox, you may notice that some of the music in this game sounds familiar, and that is because several of the tracks in this game got reused in Sonic Speed Simulator. So yeah. They didn't get like remixed or rearranged or anything like that. They just straight up reused the tracks. So there's that. Please somebody give me 14 rings for the love. I may have gotten all of the rings in this entire place. I don't know. Gotta admit, this game could have been way better. Yeah, I agree. I enjoy it for what it is. I spent a lot of time with it as a kid, so. Okay, I cannot spare any rings right now. I have blown through way too many rings. It's unfortunate. Some stage, I've actually never played all. I've never played all the way through the Genesis one, so at some point in time, we'll have to do that. I was thinking, this is one of those games. I've talked about this here and there on the stream, but maybe I'll just die so I can get rings because I don't want to. I feel like there was just like one more area with some rings. Frick. Yeah, where's that wall? I don't remember exactly where that breakable wall is. Oh, it's right here. Yeah. I recall. Are there? Probably not enough. Oh, wait. Okay, wait a minute. Since I gave Tails all those other rings, I should probably go visit Tails right now, right? Instead of going to Knuckles. I don't want to get into a bad situation, give Knuckles 14 rings and tail. I don't know if they carry over or not. I'm being so careful. I do not want to get deceased. I need every ring I can get, and there are balls everywhere that want to take my rings, and I do not desire that at all in the slightest. I forgot where Tails is. Isn't he? Is it down here? Back. Right here. Yeah. Cha-ching, baby. Okay. Wait, did I not get the shield? Am I a fool? Sega should have remixed the Saturn music for the Genesis port to adapt to the Sega. Yeah, I do love the Genesis soundtrack because I love Jun Sonoe. I love, especially, I don't know what the heck he's been doing lately, but especially like, in the Genesis days, in the Sonic Adventure days, like, woo, that stuff, bangers, banger after banger. So, yeah. Whoop. And I believe this is the same Sonic model that was used in Sonic Jam in the museum area, which is actually very, very, very similar to one of the models that's in Sonic Adventure still. Is it in Sky Chase? Is that what that level's called? When Sonic's riding on top of the tornado, and he still kind of has an older model there. Look at this. Look at how successful that was. Can we all agree the Sega Saturn soundtrack for Sonic 3 Blast? I'm not going to say it's better. I'm going to say I'm partial to it. It's very different. It's just very, very different.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yeah, it's very different. The Genesis one is more of like a rock. I mean, it's more rocky sounding. This one, I don't know. I don't know what you would necessarily consider this music, what genre of music, but especially as you get into some of the middle levels, there's like some orchestral stuff that's super good. The only thing that's not good about this is you got some slow loading times. This is not really a quick loading game on the Saturn. Some Saturn games they don't take that long to load, but yeah. Okay. So, unfortunately, I don't know how we're going to... Oh, the rings respawned. Crisis averted. Everything is fine. Everybody, we are going to be A-okay here in this corner of cyberspace. All the rings have respawned. There's nothing to worry about. Do not fret. Everything is fine. Imagine the Saturn... yeah, I'd love to hear chiptune versions of these tracks. Mother of pearl. Let me go get that shield. Actually, there's probably enough hootie hotties here now. Yep. Got it. Look at all the rings we got. Look at that. Great. Love it. I know music for the Saturn is nostalgic. You know, the Saturn, this music, it sounds a certain way. It just has a certain sound to it that a lot of games in the mid 90s, or kind of like early to mid 90s, like 93 to like 96, 97, whatever. A lot of CD based games just had an interesting sound to them. especially on the Sega CD, man. The Sega CD does not get enough love for the soundtracks. Bro, like, there's a Terminator game on the Sega CD. It's like a run and gun kind of like Contra kind of game. And the music in that game is so freaking good. Like, it makes me want to literally do a backflip right now out of my chair and across the room. It's phenomenal. Kind of sounds like Newgrounds Flash music. I could see that. This is, I think I've talked about this here and there. So when I was a kid, how many of you, like, so we gotta start somewhere with this story. So how many of you out there have seen Home Alone 2 and are familiar with the Talk Boy in Home Alone 2? Because around the time that movie came out. Oh wait, do you not? You don't get to play the second Chaos Emerald stage in here. That's freaking bogus. But at least we got a 1-up, so that's cool. That's great. Anyway, whatever. Have you ever played Rusty Ruins Act 2? We will get there. We will get there momentarily. Anyway, so Talk Boy. Long story short, it's basically like a handheld cassette tape recorder, and you could also play stuff back on it. So, what I would do before this was my first iteration of this. So first thing I did, like in the cartridge-based days, I would have my Talk Boy, and I would songs that I like, I would let the game play, and I would put the Talk Boy up to the speaker and record the song. And then whenever I was away from home, I had like a Sony Walkman that I'd listen to the video game tracks on the cassette tape. And so I did that, and then eventually I got a boombox that had both a CD player and a cassette tape player on it. And so what you could do is you could record music off of using the optical drive off of the CDs onto cassette tapes. And I did not have a portable CD player at the time. All I had was the Walkman. And so what I would do was I would take, this was around the time that the Saturn came out. I would take the discs from Saturn games, which, another little Easter egg, many disc-based games back in the day, you could put those in a CD. Well, you can still do that today. You put them in a CD player and you can play the music from those games because they're just audio tracks. And so specifically this game, I basically captured this entire soundtrack onto a cassette tape, and I played the crap out of it. Absolutely loved it. Give me this. Give me that. Give it to me. Thanks. Don't zap me with that. I always play the Genesis version. Got all the Chaos Emeralds in Rusty Ruin Zone Act 2. You guys are going to have to help me remember where the other Chaos Emerald places are in the other levels, because I don't quite remember. These two I did know, but I don't quite remember the other ones, so yeah. This track has just gotten faster and faster over the years. The speech use music for this game is just so good. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Absolutely that. I totally forgot that I had all of this stuff just sitting here on the... Let's decor this up a little bit. No, it's good. Lance Gamer, it's good. It's quite good. Let me take a sippy sip. Just a little sippy sip. This is hot. This is straight up hot on my lips. I can't even put my lips on it. It's so hot. We'll come back to, let me actually uncover this. Okay. For those of you who have played Sonic Speed Simulator, you would also recognize this track as well. Ha! Hoo-ha! When I play Rusty Ruins Act 2 in the rain, it just hit. I could totally see that. That's a great one. I also like, what's it called? Volcano Valley? Is that what that zone is called? Man, I'm actually... So I went through a brief period of time where I played the crap out of Sonic Speed Simulator. Like, I played the freaking crap out of it. I was kind of like on a winter break and just kind of taking a break from all the things I was doing. And I actually took time off to go... I actually took time off to go... we were going to go on a vacay, going out of town, and long story short, some stuff happened, and all flights got canceled, and it was mass chaos, mass pandemonium, if you will, and our trip got delayed by several days. And so I actually just wound up playing Sonic Speed Simulator for several days. It's like one of the only times that like I don't play games like that often anymore for like extended periods of time. But I just did that. You know, it was just kind of a brain reset for at the end of the year. And so, anyway, these tracks, these first two zones are I've kind of worn these songs out because I heard them so much in Sonic Speed Simulator, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Sonic Speed Simulator was my daily until Roblox was laggy on Xbox. Yeah, I played it on... I mostly played it on PC, and then... Oh, I went down this rabbit hole. I can't quite remember. I played it a little bit on PS5 when it eventually did get released on PlayStation, but I mostly played it on PC because the frame rate on Xbox was horrific. I wanted to just play it on a console, but, you know, it is what it is. I say that like my room isn't wired up to easily play PC games on my TV, but, you know, I'm psychotic, it's fine. If Sonic Adventure was released on the Saturn, do you think it would look more colorful? There are... Probably not. There are some early, like, prototype pictures of Sonic Adventure. I don't know if those were actually running on Saturn hardware, or if that was like early Dreamcast hardware or what. But there are just like a handful of really early prototype Sonic Adventure pictures that you can track down. And I remember one of them's like a sunset kind of picture, and I want to say it kind of looked about the same. It could, well, I don't know. It could just be the choice of the area where the picture was taken. I don't know. I don't know. It's been a while. I'd have to look at them side by side. I will say though, Sonic Adventure 2 is way more colorful than Sonic Adventure 1 is, for sure. I like colorful things. I don't like super gritty stuff necessarily. I mean, it's fine, but personally for me, you know, I like the colors. I like to see colors, and you know, if given the choice between, here's an example. If given the choice between Twilight Princess and something like Wind Waker, I'm absolutely going with Wind Waker. I just don't really... I'm just not here for the gritty stuff, you know? I think the PCs weren't as powerful as consoles then. In this day, PCs are on par, more power. Yeah. I mean, basically, nowadays consoles are basically what is the terminology? They're basically underpowered PCs, but the only difference is games are tailored for that specific hardware configuration. So whereas with PC games, a lot of times, you know, you can throw a ton of hardware at a game and it runs phenomenal because you're throwing $2,000 worth of hardware at the game. It should run amazing, right? I don't know. I dabble in both. I'm more of a console gamer. I prefer the console experience over playing games on a computer. But you know, it's one of those things where I'm not like, I just appreciate games as an art form, and I'm happy that people are playing games. You know, I'm not going to judge somebody because of the freaking plastic box in their, or metal, whatever, box in their room that they're playing video games on, you know? Okay, that was terrifying. It's like, why is everybody so dumb about what freaking device Crazy Pants is playing games on? It's one per zone. Or is it one per act? One per act. One per act, because this is definitely different. Visually, it looks very similar, but this is way more difficult. The difficulty spiked quite a bit here. That synth, though. Woo! Like, this is so good! This is so freaking good. Whew! I appreciate the tunnel reverb effect there. That's very nice. Like, come on. This is so good. This is so good. I also I have a mega soft spot for 32-bit polygons and 3D stuff. I don't really know why, because I feel the same about the PlayStation, the PS1 as well. Even though, as a kid, I did not have a PS1. I had a Saturn up until like 2001 when I got my PS1, something like that. But I'm still like, I'm so nostalgic for the way that 32-bit polygon, like 3D rendered games look, and I don't know why. But, you know, what are you going to do? It's not too hot for my lips. That's great. Do a little teabagging. Okay. So we have acquired 2 Chaos Emeralds. The biggest disappointment, spoilers for all of us here. The biggest disappointment for me as a child is that you cannot turn into Supersonic in this video game. You get all of the emeralds, and all it does is unlock the final boss, and that's it. So, yeah. Or, is there now that I say that, is there a boss that it unlocks, or does it just unlock? I believe it just unlocks a last boss, if I'm remembering correctly. Wait, what the heck was down here? Nintendo 64 takes the cake on polygon shapes and 3D rendering. Yeah. I want to play some N64 games on stream at some point soon. One game I for sure I'm going to do, and I've kind of talked about this a little bit. I like to play games that kind of remind me of times of my life when I was a kid, seasons, you know, regardless of if it is a Christmas game or not. You know, maybe it is a come on now, don't do that to me. You know, maybe it's a game that I got for Christmas or something. Like when I played Toy Story last Christmas. You know, I want to definitely do more stuff like that. But I got GoldenEye 007 on the N64 for my birthday, which is around Thanksgiving when that came out. And so I want to play GoldenEye as my Thanksgiving game this year. So that's going to happen. But until then, I want to find some other N64 games to play on stream. I haven't really thought about it, so I just need to do a little bit of thinking. I will say, oh man, this actually is kind of one. So I believe the what you call it, Star Fox 64. There's a Star Fox 64 decompilation project where somebody was able to decompile Star Fox 64 and basically port it to PC natively, so it's not emulation, it's actually running on PC. And then basically what that gives you is the ability to enhance the game in different ways. And so I want to play that Star Fox 64 PC version, which basically what they've done is they've enhanced textures, they've made it widescreen, done all kinds of stuff like that. And so I think that's done. I'll have to look at that and see. But I was wanting to play that on stream, even though that's not N64 hardware, but you know, whatever. I need to find some games to play on N64 hardware. 1080 snowboarding, absolutely. Diddy Kong Racing is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And I know a lot of people don't like Donkey Kong 64, but I actually really like Donkey Kong 64. I've never beaten it, but and I don't necessarily think I'd want to play them on stream because it would take forever to beat that, but I actually really like Donkey Kong 64. Bird Boy Music, how is it going? Love 3D Blast on the Saturn. I am right there with you. This was one of my favorites on the Saturn growing up. That tied me over until Sonic Extreme came out. Still waiting on that, but really, okay, Paul. Yeah, I'm right there with you. Yeah, I don't know why a lot of people don't like Donkey Kong 64. It definitely feels more like what you call it, like some of those later Rare games like Banjo-Tooie and I guess kind of Banjo-Kazooie as well. I don't know why I'm playing a special stage again, but here we are. At least I'll maybe get a 1-up. But yeah, Diddy Kong Racing is a banger. I love that video game. And I'm shook. I'm absolutely shook that nobody... I mean, Crash Team Racing is a thing. But other than Crash Team Racing, nobody has made like another game like that I know of. Or, well, maybe something obscure, probably. But no like major kart racer with like an adventure mode like Diddy Kong Racing. I never beat Crash Team Racing, but I did enjoy that one, but not as much as Diddy Kong Racing. It's just a gem, straight up a gem. Woo! There's a no 2D and RPGs policy on PlayStation in the US. Yeah, man, that's a whole tangent for me. I absolutely love 32-bit sprite work. That is one of my favorite things in the universe. I love 2D 32-bit games. They just look so nice. Like a lot of the 2D games on the Saturn and the PlayStation, both, they just look great. And I wish we got more of that. Yeah, do. Trying to think of other N64 games. I love Perfect Dark. I actually played Perfect Dark for a few hours a couple weeks ago. Love that game. Banjo-Kazooie. Always preferred Banjo-Kazooie, like you said, Bird Boy. I love Banjo-Kazooie. Mario 64. I have like a nostalgic bond with Mario 64, but so that's technically speaking, Mario 64 is my favorite game on the N64. But oh yeah, I have in fact played Smash Remix, and it's good. It's good. Yeah, I love Banjo-Kazooie. I have not beaten Banjo-Tooie. I always wanted to. Frick. I always wanted to, but yeah, I never beat Banjo-Tooie. I didn't have Banjo-Tooie as a kid. By the time Banjo-Tooie came out, I had kind of moved on to the Dreamcast, so I wasn't really playing N64 as much at the time. So, yeah, but yeah, I played the crap out of Banjo-Kazooie. Like, I got to the point where with Banjo-Kazooie where I was, you know, there's some stuff, like some hidden Easter eggs in Banjo-Kazooie where it like hints towards Banjo-Tooie. And so growing up, when I was doing all this, I thought, oh, like Banjo-Tooie is like a part of this game. Like there's hidden content somewhere in this game, and I just couldn't, you know, it's not there. And then this was in the early days of the internet, so you get online looking for answers to this, and there's just all this like rumors and all this stuff. It's like Luigi being in Mario 64. I vividly this is how obsessed with Mario 64 I was. I did everything there was to do in the game, and then there were rumors floating around that, wow, I lost all those freaking flickies. That's unbelievable. There were rumors floating around that Luigi was in Mario 64, and so you could go, you could go to. I went to this website, and basically they had a listing of all of the reported sightings of Luigi in Mario Kart 64. Which, side note, Luigi is not in Mario 64. I believe there is some kind of, maybe there's like a Luigi model or something that when there was like a Nintendo leak not too long ago. I believe there was some remnants of something, but Luigi is not officially in the game, right? So. But anyway, I printed off the entire list of all of the reported sightings, and I did every single one of them, only to find absolutely nothing. And it was absolutely ridiculous, like all the kind of things that it'd have you do. Like I'm sure these people were just cackling in their basements at the number of people that were just blindly running in circles, like crazy stuff, like run 50 times around this fountain and then jump in it and duck for 3 minutes, and then when you pop back up, you're Luigi, or, you know, stuff like that. It's just like, come on. It's supposed to be a new feature. What's up with the numbers next to people's names? Yeah, so it's like, I really need to look up all the details on that. It is a new YouTube feature. Yes, I keep forgetting. Let me tell my phone to remind me. Remind me tomorrow at 6 p.m. to research what the H is going on with all the names and all the points on YouTube. Thanks, bye. Okay. The wrestling games were fantastic. Although I played one a few years back, and I had no idea what I was doing. But I think once you kind of get into the flow of things, they are fantastic. I played those a ton as a kid. I had a friend growing up that was really big into wrestling, and so he had every single one of those, and we played them all. They have Crash Bandicoot in the newest Smash Remix update. Oh, I did not know that. I have not played it since that was added. I'll have to download that. I think the version I have is from probably like 2 years ago. So it's been a hot minute. Or maybe no, not that long. Maybe about a year and a half. So maybe about a year. If you don't follow the 90s wrestling soap opera storylines, then the games wouldn't make sense. I was a 90. Yeah. I love the ridiculous stories that wrestling tells. It's great. I wish I had my grandfather loved wrestling. My grandmother thought he was crazy, but he loved wrestling, so I'd watch wrestling with him. But I watched it regularly. I didn't watch it regularly until the whole Goldberg fiasco was happening, and he was undefeatable and all this stuff, and I just think it's so funny. It's so funny that people were always like making fun of like, that's fake, right? It's like I think that's the point. I think that's the point. Bird Boy, I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that one. And when I heard that version in Shadow Generations, I actually. That song has always been on my list, but specifically when I heard that version in Sonic Generations, I was like, boom, that is absolutely a thing that I am covering ASAP. What was I going to say? Oh, support. Oh, so yeah. So there's speaking of music, I forgot to mention this earlier, but there will be a new song getting released unless something crazy happens this Saturday. The plan is for it to come out this Saturday. It's a fun one. It's faster paced, and the goal is for that video to come out this Saturday, and then we're gonna play that game on stream next Tuesday. So that's the goal. That's what's occurring in cyberspace. Okay. Frick, I missed. I wish the vocals in OG yeah, that's kind of been like everybody's biggest gripe with it, and I mean I felt the same. I've always loved the vocal. I was pretty disappointed, honestly. So when I first heard it in the trailer, it was when I was like, holy crap, this is amazing. And I was pretty bummed when I played the game and the vocals were basically non-existent. So yeah, that was something that I wanted to correct in my version, was to do the vocals like that. So yeah. But yeah, so new song this Saturday. I don't know when it's gonna get released on Spotify and Apple Music and in all the things. I submitted it like a couple of weeks ago, so hopefully it shouldn't be far behind the YouTube video, but we shall see. There's honestly, the way that stuff works, sometimes it goes through very quickly, sometimes it doesn't. Oh, here we go. Listen to that. You know what I'm saying? you covered any Frontier? Yes, I did. I did all the main ones. There is a playlist on the channel. I can link it really quick. One moment, please. Yeah. God, this is so good. Oh, maybe I haven't made. Oh no, here it is. Yeah. Bro, how do you share a freaking link in this garbage? Shareable link. There it is. Good grief. Yeah. No, well, right when you said that, Will, I got it. I appreciate it. I forgot that I can just, like, you know. Wow. Oh my. I just royally screwed. Yes, post it, please, Will. Thank you. I don't know what the heck I just copied. It was like some crazy long, convoluted link of garbage. Okay, anyway. Yeah, so that has the four main boss themes and Vandalize in it. I didn't do the what you call it, the father said the like the softer song. I only did the heavy stuff, you know what I'm saying? Unbelievable. Frick. But yeah, that was another one of those. When I first heard Undefeatable, I was like, holy frick. Actually, when I first heard Vandalize, I was like, okay, yeah, I definitely need to cover that. But bro, when I heard Undefeatable, I was like, yes, please. Insert this into my ears for all of eternity. Thank you. We are covering this immediately. So I did that. I did Undefeatable. And then and then what did I do? I did Breakthrough It All next. I forgot what my concern. I don't think I had I was gonna do Yeah, so I did Breakthrough It All. So I did Undefeatable, then I did Breakthrough It All, and I was like, okay, this is cool. This is cool. Oh, unbelievable. Definitely not Undefeatable here. I did Undefeatable and then Breakthrough It All, and then I was gonna stop there, and then my concern with Find Your Flame was that I wasn't gonna be able to do the rap part justice. Like, I was actually legitimately. I love this little detail that this tile just moves for no reason. Look at that. Look at that. I was afraid that I wasn't going to be able to do the rap part justice. And so I wasn't going to do it, and then a lot of people requested it, and I was like, okay, I guess I gotta make it happen. And so I did it, and I was actually pretty happy with how that stuff turned out. And then obviously, so I did those three. I had to do I'm Here, which was actually a collab with my buddy Gabriel, who is a phenomenal musician. He is a phenomenal singer and a phenomenal guitar player. Shout out to him. Will, I don't remember what his username is on YouTube, but I think it's linked in the I'm Here video. Okay, we're gonna have to come back to this, and when we have 50 rings, yeah.
Shout out to Gabriel Biloxi. Go check them out.
There it is. Yeah, definitely subscribe to him as well if you have not. He's a phenomenal musician. He shreds, absolutely shreds. makes it look easy. Like when he sent me, he and I did we did I'm Here, and we did What I'm Made Of from Sonic Heroes on this channel, and it was just so crazy. Like for I'm Here, he actually kind of did his own solo. Like he didn't do the one that was actually in the song, and he sent it to me and I was like, oh, what do you think about this? Is this okay? And it just melted my pants off. So it's like, all right, yeah, that'll do. That'll straight up do him. Yeah, this is definitely not a fast Sonic game. I'm just being so careful as to not lose all my freaking rings. Whoa! This song is definitely very, very 90s. This sounds like something that you'd hear on the Weather Channel. Love it. Okay, I need to get back to the first area here. Let me get this flicky first. Let me do this. Whoa! None of that. Let's all just be very, very careful here. We need every ring that we can get. Oh, frick. The goal is to not get hit. I just do not want to lose all these rings. Sounds like something you'd hear in a mall. Man, I would never leave that mall if I heard this track in a mall. I'm thinking like Weather Channel vibes, or like something that, I don't know, would just be playing on some infomercial at 3 a.m. Can I... This way. I guess let me deposit all these flickies so something stupid doesn't happen here. Alright. Especially if I had a fountain and a waterfall. Exactly that. Okay. Let's get out of here. Can I not go back? Actually, I don't even know how I can go back. I think that was blocked off. Maybe I wasn't. Maybe I'm hallucinating. Don't mind me. Can't you blast through one of these with this? Yep, that is how you get back. And you can't go that way. Frick. That is deeply unfortunate. Local in the 8s. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. Okay. I appreciate in this game that the tracks in Act 1 and Act 2 are different. They didn't just use the same track for both. I appreciate that. Yeah, that I do, yeah. I don't remember if there's another way to get, if there's another Chaos Emerald friend. Shh. Shawshank Redemption. Unbelievable. Well, rip. Frick. Everything is ruined. What the heck are we gonna do now? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Mother of pearl. Apparently there is a version of Sonic 3D Blast on the Genesis. Like has some other stuff unlocked. I need to go back and look and see what the story for that was. I don't remember exactly, but there's a YouTube channel, the like lead developer of Sonic 3D Blast on the Genesis. I don't know if he had anything to do with this version, but apparently there's like some kind of like ROM patch or something. I need to go look this up and see what's the story with that. But I feel like that version had some significant differences than the retail release. For tonight, scattered strong to severe thunderstorms. Storms could contain a tornado, low 76. Exactly. Woo! Now this gives me David Wise, like Donkey Kong Country vibes is what this does to me. Frick all over my face. I think I changed the channel to the logo. Woo! Goodness gracious. This also, it kind of sounds like something that...
On April 1st, 2024, MichaelK said, "That explains why I'm trying to do stuff, but my body is not cooperating with my fingers."
This sounds like something that should be playing during like a David Copperfield illusion or something. I'm getting like Seal vibes mixed with David Wise. Oh. This makes me want to, I don't even, like, start a very peaceful mosh pit. Woo! Goodness gracious. Absolutely glorious. There was one time when they used to talk a lot. Okay, can I? Yeah. I'll touch you. I like the way Sonic's sprite looks when he's spinning. It's just like really satisfying. That'd actually be really cool if Sonic jumped, like, bounced on a spring and kind of spun like that. I think that'd be super cool looking. Anyway. Which, you know, I really like the way that Sonic looks when he jumps on a spring in Sonic CD, that like spinning thing. Love it. Hello. Are you a friend? Are you a foe? You're just there. You're just there. This is like a Disney water ride, and you're just popping out to say hi and then going back in for the next car to come by. Surprise, it's me again. Oh, yeah. Okay, some of this stuff. Oh. Frick! Played any Sonic? I've played. Let's see. So, most recently, I played Sonic Triple Trouble 16-bit. Played Sonic Time Twisted, which was really good. Played Sonic Robo Blast 2, and I have a few others on my list. I have Sonic Before the Sequel on my list. And Sonic Chrono Adventure, is that what that's called? Really good stuff. Really, really good stuff. Nothing like isometric platforming. Yeah, Triple Trouble 16-bit was great. It was very, very well done. Trying to think of some other Sonic games that I want to play on stream. I want to play some more like kind of out there things, like what is it called? Tails Adventure on Game Gear. I want to play that. I've never beaten that, and I know that's kind of a slower game, so I don't know if we would necessarily be able to beat that, but. I've always wanted. I borrowed that one as a kid. Frick. Anyway, I borrowed that one as a kid, and I played it a little bit, but enough to fall in love with it. And I got it as an adult, not too terribly long ago, and I have not played it yet. So that's kind of been on my list. Came over the ROG Xbox Ally. I'll be able to play the fan. Yeah, I actually played. I played Triple Trouble 16-bit on the Steam Deck. There's a way that you can get that running on the Steam Deck, and it ran great. But compatibility with freaking unbelievable. Compatibility with fan games and the Steam Deck is quite hit or miss. Sure. Wish I knew where another Chaos Emerald was. Son. Frick, am I ever going to be able to get back across there? This is going to be near impossible, isn't it? What if I went really fast? Do you think that's possible for a hedgehog? Yeah, baby! Easy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Might have played that Tails game. Yeah, it's... Obviously, he plays Tails. It's kind of... It's like a side-scroller, but it's more puzzle-y, kind of. And so Tails has different gadgets that you can control, that you can use to progress through the level. And that's really all I remember about it. Oh, I was right there. I was robbed of that victory. Really want to play Sonic Classic 2 and Sonic...
Will just donated $5 and said, sorry, I can't stay late tonight. Exit flight. Enter night. Take my hand. We're off to Never Never Land. Later, everyone.
Well, I greatly appreciate that super chat. Mega appreciations for that. And I thanks for hanging out, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your night and a fantastic week. And we'll see you very soon for more shenanigans here in this corner of cyberspace. Woo indeed. All over my face. Let me scroll back here. Sonic Classic 2 and Sonic 3D in 2D. What is Sonic 3D in 2D? I have not heard of that one. Oh, I've also played Sonic Classic Heroes. That was really good. Is that what it's Sonic Classic Heroes? Is that what it's called? That was a good one. And we played. There was one other one that we played. I can't remember what it was. Basically, a 2D fan game of 3D Blast. Oh, okay, that's cool. Frick. Come on now. Bro, this music is just so good. I just can't even begin to comprehend. I could have sworn. No. Where do I go? And you could choose between the Saturn music and the Gen. Ah, nice. Yeah, I'd roll with the Saturn, even though I have a high respect for the Genesis tracks, and I do really like them. I just have to roll with the Saturn ones there. I could have sworn there is some kind of there's one like doorway like this that you blast through to get to a Chaos Emerald deal. Let's try that again. Ooh, hey. Oh no, this is the exit. Okay, so we want to go down here. There's a reason for this. There is absolutely a reason for this nonsense. And I'm gonna go really slowly so I don't screw something up here. You know what I'm saying? Just be very, very, very calculated. Ah, I knew there was something. I knew there was something involving the spinny spins. Ha! Do 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 do. It's so good. Hey! Whoop! Whoop! Oh, no. All right. I just love the way that this one. Yeah, all that stuff. That's so cool. All the mid-air stuff you got to do in this. I was scared. I was freaking out. I was freaking out that I was going to hit those mines. Bro, this track's so good. I cannot even. Frick. Ah! Ah! Ho ho! I I also love, and I've always loved, like in Sonic Adventure, how when Sonic gets going fast, he puts his arms like behind him. This game was the first time I ever saw him do that. In a 3D game, that is. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Ya-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay. We done did the thing. It's always so just weird how quiet this is. The results screen of the bonus stage after all of that energy is just silence. It's just silence. I'd actually love to do like a bonus stage rush in this and just play through all those. All right, let's get on out of here. I don't even know where the heck I am now. How does one get back to the end of this level? I do not know. I do not know. Am I at the beginning of the level right now? I think that might be what has occurred. I forgot how long it takes to beat these levels. Definitely a lot of awkward silence on the loading sequences. Absolutely. For sure. Yeah, when I was testing this the other day, or oh, it was when I was taking pictures for the thumbnail. I was I was actually questioning, like, is something wrong with this game? Like, it's not loading. Oh, it's very very slow. It's just a slow loader. It's funny, as a kid, I remembered. It's fine. As a kid, I felt like the Sega CD like loaded super slow, and all that. And I had memories of the Saturn being kind of slow too. But as I've gotten older, and like basically everything has loading screens now. Doesn't seem that bad. But every once in a while, there's a game that's just not super efficient when it comes to loading. And this is one of them. But at least it doesn't do something bogus like Sonic 06 does, where like it loads, like you talk to an NPC, it loads for you to talk to the NPC, and then you talk to them, and then it loads again for you to go to a mission after you talk to the NPC, and then there's all this loading. And it's not like quick loading, it's like long loading. Gems Collection definitely controls better than the Saturn. You know, I actually don't think I've played Sonic R on the Gems Collection. I need to try that out. We did play Sonic R, I think it was last year, or maybe it was the year before last, on stream, and 100% of the whole thing. And it's definitely an acquired. You definitely that was the last time I used this controller. Actually, now that I think about it, I wasn't playing Christmas Nights. You got to, like, using a regular D-pad on that game is just begging for issues. Oh, come on now. No. Get me to the end without deceasing. But yeah, I actually really like Sonic. That's another one of those games that's like a lot of people hate on, that I actually really like. Frick. Oh, that sucks. It definitely feels like you're controlling a tank, but once you get the hang of controlling said tank, it's not bad. So let's see. Before, I don't remember doing this before. Going up this way, but maybe I'm hallucinating. Wouldn't be the first time. Bro, isometric platform is the worst. Just gotta really pay attention to where that there shadow is. I love when you get the barrier. Where do we land on that? Is the official terminology barrier or shield or bubble or what? I don't remember where we landed on that. As I'm on for the 36006 now, I can't remember what it is called, but there's quality. Yes. Yes. I forgot about that. I'd actually love to play that. That was another thing. 06 definitely had some mega jank to it, and there was some stuff in it that was not great by any stretch of the imagination. But when it came out, I was just excited to see Sonic looking that good on the 360 that I looked past a lot of the jank in that game, and I actually had a pretty good time with it the first time I played through it. There were definitely some things about it that were like, what the frick does this game want me to do? This is so broken. But it was I actually enjoyed it at the time to some degree. But I'd be really curious to play it like actually functional. All right, get me the heck out of here. Not that I want to stop listening to this amazing track, but it does in fact hit different in the rain. You are not wrong, Lance Gamer. You're not wrong. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what other mods. I have a really bad habit of like reading about mods or watching a video or something and be like, oh, that looks amazing. I want to play that. Oh, another example of that is the Sonic Robo Blast port to the 32X. I really want to play that. It's not done yet, as I understand, but I would, when that's done, I absolutely want to play that because I think that is so amazing playing a game like that ported over to original hardware. I'm a mega nerd about playing stuff on original hardware and all that. So yeah. Something kind of similar to that. I don't know if you guys know this. Somebody ported. There's a 2-player version of Super Mario 64 that somebody ported to original hardware, so you can play. Oh, I forgot about this part of the song. It's really good. Anyway, so you can play 2-player Mario 64 on original hardware. And it doesn't run like great, but woo! It's pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive. How old were you when 3D Blast came out? What year did this come out? 96. I would have been math. I was probably like 10 or 11. I think it was 10. Yeah, 10. Assuming that is when this game came out. I just realized my UPC on this is gone. I don't remember what the heck I would have taken that out for. Oh, you know what? Actually, I think I remember. It was... I'd have to look and see what other game. I'm pretty sure there was like some deal with Saturn games going on at the time where you could cut the UPC off of like a handful of games and send it in and you'd get a free game. Or something like that. This sounds vaguely familiar in my brain. I was 12 when this game came out. Nice. I actually totally forgot about this level. I thought this was later on. Oh, I didn't see the minus. You were minus 12. My bad. I'm picking up what you're putting down now. I see. Come on now. Whoa! Okay. None of that. None of those shenanigans. Ah! This is just like a totally different vibe. What are the Genesis? Was this the one that was the Twinkle Park song on Genesis? I don't remember. How do you think classic song? So back in the Genesis days, and I don't remember which game it was in one of the manuals. I think he was 14 or 15 or something like that. I can't remember if that. I can't remember what manual that was in. It was in something. But nowadays, he seems really, really young. I'm not really wild about the way classic Sonic is represented nowadays. It just seems really like... I guess it's more of the Japanese take on Sonic. He's definitely like cuter rather than, you know, having the 90s tood and all that stuff. Wow. Come on, where's this other fool? This song sounds like it wants to be like some kind of holiday kind of song. Hip, what is going on? How is it going? I'll do my very best to not decease, but zero promises. I think I've only died once so far, so that's a blessing from the heavens, but yeah, Lance, back when they came up with these ages, there was none of that. They weren't thinking about deep lore or anything like that. It was whatever. Where in the HE double hockey sticks am I supposed to find this last bro? I will do my best, Hip. Thanks for swinging by. I needed that encouragement. Clearly, I don't know what the frick I'm doing. Is that something? Do I pop his face? I think the answer is no. I think that the answer is no. Yeah, it has a holiday vibe. I feel like this would be playing during a sequence of like some kind of like holiday movie where they're out shopping, you know? Bro, where the frick am I going? Oh, I'm falling. Oh, I'm falling. That's great. I see. Everybody stop freaking out. This is fine. Now that I've lost all of my rings and all hope whatsoever, I don't know where the heck all of our Chaos Emerald friends are in these later levels. Okay, so now I gotta go all the way back up there. And get out of here. Yeah, da-da-da-da-do-do. Oh, Tails is there. Okay, noted, noted, noted. The enemies in this are rather aggressive, spewing all these mines and stuff all over the place. Please do not attack me. Frick. Is this bad? Am I locked out? Am I locked in? This is not good. Please don't do that to me. Please do not tell me I'm locked out of getting the Chaos Emerald. Oh, there's Knuckles though. Okay, okay, this is promising. All right, we got everything we need right here, baby. Love it. Yeah, da 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 do do. Yeah, da 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 da. Okay. All right, let's do the thing. I just love how bright and colorful this is. It's just so nice. Ah! Can't afford that. Whoa, 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 whoa! This is not good. Oh, that was close. That was close. That was close. These mines are getting very aggressive. Okay. Ah! Ah! Oh no. Okay. 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 It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Everything's fine. Woo! I was a little worried on that one. I was a little worried. But we did the thing. It was fine. We succeeded in our mission. I'm just not realizing how sick the drum... Absolutely. It's so good. Listen to every single instrument in that song. It's very well done. It's a very, very well composed track. Bro, every track in this game is well composed. What am I saying? What am I saying? It's just all so good. But didn't have enough time to compose a track for the results screen of the special stages. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. All the time was spent on the other tracks. I will accept that. I will say I do not like the bonus stages on the Genesis version of Sonic 3D Blast at all. At all. Having played this one first, when I finally did play the Genesis version, I was like, what the heck is this? I mean, it's basically the same concept, but it just doesn't look anywhere near. It's not anywhere near as good. I think this song kind of sounds like he's making a list, checking it twice. That's kind of what it makes me think is about to happen. He's making a list and checking it twice. Okay. So Sonic 910 and 06 have the same name. If you could change the name. Shh. That's a good question. I have no clue. I don't remember enough about the lore of Sonic 06, honestly, to answer that question. I mean, it really is kind of the last. Well, I guess Sonic Unleashed is kind of Sonic Adventure-y, kind of, with the hub world and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. There haven't really. I don't really know how you would define Sonic Adventure. I'm just wondering if it could be considered Sonic Adventure 3. It basically is the same formula as Sonic Adventure 1 with what I mean, I don't know. Sonic Adventure 2 doesn't have a hub world. I don't know. Sonic Adventure era kind of ended after. I don't really feel like Sonic Heroes is an adventure game. Heroes has some good stuff in it. I don't know. I need to replay Heroes. It's been a while. Every time I play a game like that, the thing that kind of drives me crazy in Sonic games is when they like lean way into these gimmicks, like the hero thing. Like I just want to play as Sonic. I don't want all this extra stuff. That was like my thing with Sonic Colors. I'm not wild about Sonic Colors, mainly because of all the wisps. I just don't really like the wisp stuff. Beat all the stores, I got all the emeralds on Heroes, and that sucked, and I'm never doing it again. Yeah, like I didn't hate Heroes by any means, but I didn't like it nearly anywhere near as much as Adventure 1 and Adventure 2 and trying to think. What else? Man, I don't know. Well, I guess once. I don't know. I'm gonna admit Sonic Adventure 1 is better than 2. I like 2 better, but I don't know, as an adventure game with a hub world and all that stuff, I mean, definitely 1. Get. I just really like. I think what I like the most about Sonic Adventure 2 is the kind of. I love the rail grinding stuff, and I also just. I don't know. I like the kind of heavier story to it, with Shadow and all that stuff. But I do love Sonic Adventure 1. I absolutely love the game. Sonic Adventure would have been great on the Saturn. I mean, that's what I was hoping Sonic Extreme was going to be. But unfortunately, that did not occur. And looking at a lot of the footage and stuff of that game, and playing, there's like a demo that someone put together using some assets from the game, and it just, I don't think that was going to be a good game. I think canceling it was probably the move. It was kind of a cluster. Like, I don't know how much you guys have looked into Sonic Extreme. So Sonic Extreme, for those of you who don't know, was going to be like the first and like really only actual 3D Sonic adventure kind of game on the Saturn, and it went through development hell. It basically, what happened was there were 2 different teams working on 2 different engines for the game. One of them was going to be used just for boss fights, I think, and the other one was going to be used for just the levels. And they were trying to like blend the two together, and it didn't just. I didn't know this when I was a kid, but it wasn't it. You know, it's knowing what I know now about video games and like development and just like it, like absolute dumpster fire is probably what that game was turning out to be. So they just nixed it and called it a day. I do have a magazine. I'll have to see if I can find it. I don't know where it is. I think it's with my magazines, with my Nintendo Powers and stuff, but it had a full-on preview of Sonic Extreme, like a multi-page preview of Sonic Extreme. And like the pictures made it look really good. Like what was cool about it was a 3D rendered environment, but Sonic was kind of a pre-rendered sprite, like Donkey Kong Country, like that kind of thing. And it just had like a really cool look to it. So I don't know. I've always been curious to see if somebody on the team had some kind, like the latest build that they had of the thing. I've always thought it'd be so cool to play that. Whoa. If Sonic Adventure released on the Saturn, released on your guys' it probably could have won the console wars. Yeah, actually, what's actually interesting, and I learned this not too long ago. There is a YouTube channel called Pandemonium, and he is reviewing every single Saturn game in order of release, and it's a phenomenal channel. If you like video game history at all, let me post a link to it here because it's a fantastic channel. Let's see. Here we go. Now it's circus music, exactly.
Shout out to Pandemonium Reviews. Go check them out.
Yeah, so he is reviewing every Saturn game in order of release. A lot of like the earlier videos, they weren't that long. You know, they were like 20, 30 minutes long. And then his most recent videos, like, let's see, what was it? Like there's a... what was it? It is Sega Rally. His review of Sega Rally Championship. It's 4 hours and 40 minutes long. Actual insanity. But it's not just him reviewing the game. They've basically turned into a documentary on each game. So it's kind of moved beyond it just being a review, and kind of it's like a combination review and documentary on the development of the game and all that stuff. So the Sega Rally one's really good, and there's a Virtua Cop one that's really good. But what made me bring this up is he did a video on Bug, which is one of the launch titles of the Saturn. And apparently, Bug is like an original IP that was done by the team who made Bug. Apparently, Sega of America hired the team who made Bug to make a 3D Sonic game to be ready for launch. And Sega of Japan said, actually, no, we don't want them to do that. So Sega of America was like, oh, all right. I guess, well, they're still contracted to make a game, so you got any original IPs? And so they're like, yeah, we got this Bug guy. So they made Bug instead of a Sonic game. But they hired them. They hired them to make a 3D Sonic game for the launch of the Saturn in America, and that's just like ridiculous. Yeah. Who knows if it would have been any good or not, but you know. It's just another nail in the Saturn's coffin in the US, unfortunately. There were just like so many missteps. It was crazy. was totally expecting Spring Stadium to have a carnival theme. Well, here we go. Come here. I don't know where any Chaos Emerald friends are in this level. Have I been this way? I hesitated too long, and this is where that got me. Oh. Sometimes I glance at the chat at the exact wrong moment. Sonic Classic 2 has a pinball level called Carnival Chaos. And what is Sonic Classic 2 based on? I don't know that I've seen that one. Saturn Steve, what the heck is going on? How is it going? It is so phenomenal to see you on this day of the week. What is going on? Let's see here. Okay. Finally beat Mega Man X3, X4, and X as X and 0. That's awesome. That is fantastic. I actually don't think I've beaten X4 as 0. I know that is horrific to say such a thing, but yeah. I think I got to. I definitely have gotten to Sigma. But I just was unable to do the thing because playing as 0 is difficult in that game unless you're a pro. I also love this game, Saturn Steve, and I shout out to Saturn Steve. Saturn Steve is a fantastic dude, but he also has a fantastic YouTube channel. That if you're into video game hunting and all the nonsense that I love, then you should definitely go hurl your fingers into his subscribe button immediately. There it is.
Shout out to Saturn Steve. Go check them out.
So yeah, definitely go do that ASAP because you're missing out. It's all nonsense, and I love it. I feel that. That's the best corners of cyberspace. It's just nonsense. It's just a bunch of nonsense. That's where I like to be, you know. So yeah. How have you been? I haven't seen you in forever, it seems. Everything has worked out this year so that I have been unable to go to several of the conventions I was planning on going to. I wasn't able to go to Arkansas Pictures Convention because my niece was graduating from high school, and I was planning on going to Siege, but I'm not going to be able to go to Siege because one of my wife's close friends is getting married, and there's wedding-related activities that weekend and all this stuff, so that's happening. So, yeah. So, yeah, but I will be planning, unless somebody else is graduating or getting married, planning on going to Rick's convention in October. Oh, and I was going to go to Game Central Station, too. I was going to go to that one, too, but then I had a work project that came up that I couldn't leave. So, it's just all these things. So, I'm hoping 2026 is a little bit better, so things line up a little better. Come on, wife's friend, exactly right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. She needed to just move the wedding. She said, like, who plans a wedding during the weekend of Southeast Game Exchange? That makes no sense whatsoever. But yeah, next year I am planning on going to all the above, and I want to. And what was Game Jam South changed to Rocket City Retro Con or something? That one. That's on the list. I had high hopes for 2025, but it just didn't do the thing. Just didn't do the thing. Yeah, I also really love this game quite a bit. I am an immense fan of this game. Like I recognize it's not the greatest Sonic game of all time or anything like that, but for those of us who just we needed something to wet our lips for Sonic Extreme and tide us over until that came out, you know, this did the thing, I think. Woodman and the Bearded Rockcasters. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. I absolutely 1000% I'm right there with you. Like I do like the Genesis one because Jun Sonoe is a beast, and several of those tracks wound up in Sonic Adventure. But this one just hits different. If these things would stop poking me in the toes, I need to pay more attention to what I'm doing. But the special stages in this one are where it's at. Hands down, no questions asked. Literally, not only is this soundtrack one of my favorite soundtracks on the Saturn, but also the special stages in this game are one of my favorite special stages in the entire Sonic series, actually. If not the. Launch me! Put me up there, thanks. It's the Sonic CD situation again with the soundtracks. Yeah. Yeah, the Saturn or the Japanese Sonic CD soundtrack. Like, so here's the thing. This is I'm a little weird here. So I'm really Steve. I'm actually There are some tracks that I like. I kind of like a combination of the two. I do, hands down, like Sonic Boom better than You Can Do Anything. Hands down, no questions asked. I will die on that hill. But like some of the tracks earlier this year, I played through the Japanese. I played through the game with the Japanese soundtrack. But I mean, I grew up with the U.S. soundtrack, so that's kind of the one that I've been used to for my whole life. But you know, I mean, I can definitely see, you know, people would prefer the Japanese soundtrack. I get it. But yeah, for me, it's kind of like a combination of the two. It just kind of depends. I can't name a single track off the top of my head except for Sonic Boom, but where the H is this freaking dimension ring in this level. It's like this is some kind of carnival or something. Some kind of spooky, haunted carnival place. Can't really tell where I've been or where I'm going. That ain't it. Okay. Is this the way? Oh. La 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 la. E102 Gamma, how is it going? It is so great to see you on this lovely day of the week in which we are currently all sitting here playing Sonic 3D Blast in this carnival. Yes, we are, in fact, in a carnival. Ago. I got Sonic Superstars on Switch for 25. Nice. How does that run? How well does that run? Oh, how well does that run on the Switch? I don't even know. Sonic Superstar is just, the soundtrack on that just kind of let me down. Basically, everything that was done by T. Lopes was fantastic, and then the other internal Sega stuff, it's just not it. It just wasn't it. There's actually a Steam mod for Sonic Superstars that replaces the non-T. Lopes tracks with fan-created tracks that are actually fantastic. So I've actually been wanting to check that out. But as a game, I had fun with Superstars. It was just the soundtrack. I think the thing that kills me, I will die on this hill. I will die on this hill. If you are composing for a video game and your boss music track is not a banger, like it's not one of the best tracks in the freaking game, you have failed your mission. You should be ashamed of yourself. And I say that because the boss music in Superstars is like, sounds like just like stock placeholder music. And it's like, what the hickory dickory dock were they thinking? So many hills to die on tonight. Several hills. Can confirm. Sonic, or someone made a Sonic 3 cover of Sonic Super. Oh, nice. Like, even in games like this where the boss music, it's like, it's not necessarily like it's good. Don't get me wrong. It's good. But it's like, it's creepier, you know? But it's still like a great track. And it's just like, frick, come on. If you're not rocking out, you should at least be creeped out. Boss music flatulence, exactly. How did we go from Ruby Delusions and Mania to that trash and super? Yeah, but because T. Lopes only did half the soundtrack is how. So if you look, like, you can tell a major difference, and that's if you just listen track to track, and each track one by one. I guarantee you, if you're familiar with, you know, good music, I guess, you could pick out the differences between the two. I will say though, there are some good T. Lopes tracks in Superstars, but Mania is chef's kiss all the way around. Wow, is that this? That definitely happens in Sonic CD, in the US Sonic CD. Does that happen in this? Now I'm questioning things. Now I am questioning. Oh, frick. All over my face parts. Oh, I lost a freaking flicky in the level somewhere. I just found the eggs. Oh, thank you. Everything's fine. Crisis averted. Do not freak out. Get me out of this place. Leave. Okay. I don't know where the Chaos Emerald friends are in this. You're about to get flicked up, son. Exactly that. Exactly. You need. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. We're here. I guess they aren't really super hidden in this game. I forgot about that. Like the big rings in a lot of the other Sonic games that you used to get into special stages. Those are quite hidden sometimes, but yeah. You need both Intimidation and goofiness with an Eggman. Absolutely. Absolutely that. Okay, somebody get me 41 rings, please, for the love. And I'm going to not lose them. I will guard them with my life, and everything is going to be okay. Everything is fine. Get up there, you blue fool! It's interesting that Spider has spikes all over it, but they don't, like, hurt you. Just gonna leave that there. I'm gonna be very careful, very, very careful to not do a Decision. We got this. Everything is fine. Everything is awesome, as the Lego people say. Okay. Oh, I'm invincible. Okay. It's good. Okay, come on. I'm not going through that because I will give up any chances that I have. Oh no, are you telling me that I am going to be lacking 2 freaking rings in this video game? Oh, thank you. What a blessing from the heavens. Ha! Okay. Okay. Frick! We did it. We done did the thing. Okay. Now, time to not suck in here, because, yeah, we have Chaos Emeralds to save. Okay. I like how we are up in the skies now. This is nice. And we got, like, Jetsons houses off to the side. I love that. Frick. Yo, yeah. Ha! Ah! Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, baby. Ah! No. Yes. No. Yes. See ya. Yep. Son. Frick. Ah! Oh, yes, sir. Yes, buddy. That'll do. That'll do him. Everything is fine. Okay, nobody freak out. Everybody stay calm. Oh. Woo! Good grief. Woo! Did music peak here? I don't know what to tell you, but probably yes. I love the tunnel reverb. Ah, frick! Scooby poops! Ah! Ah! Okay, we're fine. Everything's fine. Just dodge everything. Just dodge everything.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. All right. We done did the do. We done did the do. Everything is great. Okay. My heart rate is elevated. Wow, we have 5 emeralds. We're doing pretty well. We're doing pretty well. Frick. Okay. Everything's fine. Okay, now we just gotta finish the level. Glad I didn't go through that gate. We would have been kind of screwed there, but it's fine. We did the thing. Okay. Woo. Do not decease. All right, just put me Put me where I need to be. Get me out of here. I'll take this invincibility. Thank you very much. All right, Saturn Steve, thanks for hanging out, brother. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. Hope you have a fantastic sleeping tonight. Hope you don't wake up with injuries tomorrow morning that you did not go to bed with. This seems to happen to me all the time. But yeah, hope you have a fantastic rest of your week, and we will catch you soon. Okay. Did I? Oh, yeah. You freaking... Okay. Yep. Is that... Oh, I lost one. Where? Oh, where? On the spikes. Literally playing on the spikes. I'm old, that will happen. I feel that. I feel that deeply. My knee is throbbing as I'm answering it. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm being a fool is what I'm doing. E102, it should be just exclamation point at the beginning and then no exclamation point at the end. All right. Okay. Dead gun. Got that balloon bouncing. I just realized that Clabot answered you. I'm assuming you're talking about the band, not the dairy product. You're into classic rock. Cream is definitely a must listen. What? Freaking. Huh. EE, what is going on? How is it going? Get the invincibility. Did I miss an invincibility? Did I miss an invincibility? I see no invincibility.
Unjustifiably
There it
in a
is.
position that I'd rather not be in.
But the cream.
will rise to the top. Oh yeah.
Always. These. Can I just run? Maybe I can just run. Let's try that again. Aha, there it is. Okay. The secret is to not overthink it. That's the secret. Yeah, can I get up there? Can I get up there? Yes, I can, as a matter of fact. Love that. Gotta love that. Yeah. Sweet, sweet, cool. Making progress, making progress. Spikes everywhere. Unbelievable. Oh, we got them all. Thought I was looking for one more. Oh yeah, the invincibility jingle is great in this game. Bro, I just freaking love the soundtrack so much. Typically, I'm not a fan of the like carnival sounding stuff, but those tracks were well done. They're not my listening jam, but they're well done. But like literally every other track in this game, I could just listen to on repeat. Have been here for a while. I understand. No worries, E102. No, zero worries, zero judgment. Just appreciate you hanging out today. And honestly, like I've been out the past 2 weeks, unfortunately. Did I just hear laughing? This one did have laughing in it, didn't it? Yeah. Shh. Yeah, like so this track for Robotnik, it's like it's not like my favorite ones. I love the Genesis, the ones on the Genesis. They're like just they're rocking. They're rocking. City Escape is all one word. E102. They're rocking. They're so good. Like the final boss theme in Sonic 3 and Knuckles is just an absolute living, breathing banger. I love it so much. But tracks like this, it like has a very, very like creepy sound to it, like an evil soundtrack, but it's still like super good, you know? Genesis version is a completely different soundtrack. Yes, it does. The Genesis. So this soundtrack was done by composer Richard Jacques, and the Genesis soundtrack was done by Jun Sonoe. So Richard Jacques, he's done several other Sonic games. I believe he was one of the 15 composers on the Sonic 3 and Knuckles soundtrack, but he did like the Sonic R soundtrack. He's done a few other things as well. But Jun Sonoe did the Genesis soundtrack, and he also did the adventure games. And actually in Sonic Adventure 1 reused some of the tracks from the Genesis version of this game. Like 4 of them, I think. Like it makes Eggman out to be a threat. Exactly. Exactly that. Frick! What even? Oh, bro! Wow, that disappeared so fast. What in the heck? Did it? Hang on. Oh, maybe. Hang on. Strategy 2. I've died more in this boss than I have in the entire game so far, so that's exciting. Sonic soundtrack was mind-blowing at the time. Those vocal, yeah, that is a fantastic soundtrack. Sonic R is just a special. It's just a special taste. It just requires. Requires a special taste. What is going on, Big Money Bowman? How is it going? Please do not seize me. Bro, how do those rings disappear so fast? So fast. Oh, man. Sorry to hear that. At the Children's Hospital. Well, hopefully everything improves. That just happened today. Or, that's kind of been going on off and on. This morning. Yeah, hopefully they get him taken care of there. Definitely let me know how that goes. Keep me in the loop. may blast through all my lives on this bus. Had asthma and has been hospitalized before other things. They said it was bronchitis. Yeah, that's rough. How old is he? Didn't have much time playing my Saturn because I bought it mid-1998, and by then the Saturn basically completely flopped here in the States. Yeah. I got mine in 95, so I had it. I experienced the full thing. It'll be 2 on the 24th. Yeah, that's rough. Sorry to hear that. The only thing that makes this hard, and we've had this conversation before, I'm a little reckless with rings in Sonic games. The rings are like disappearing, like they're all falling through the ground. Frick. Like most of them are falling through the ground every single time. That's crazy. Crazy pants. Yeah, I had a friend. Let's see, what year was this? Actually, it was probably about the same time. Yeah, he got it in '98. So I brought my Saturn over to his house once, and I bought a bunch of random games. He was like, "Man, this is amazing! Like a lot of like hidden games, you know, like a lot of hidden game, like really obscure games that nobody really knows about or anything like that, because they didn't come out on PlayStation or what." This is great. They didn't come out on PlayStation or whatever. And oh, dude, I didn't even realize. I totally forgot about this. That the pause menu on every level is unique to that level. That is such a great detail. I love that so much. I completely forgot about that. Anyway. So he got the Saturn after I brought it over to his house. It was basically, the Saturn was like it was in fire sales all over the place. So he got it super cheap, and he got a bunch of games super cheap for it. But I mean, it was all really good stuff, and yeah, he still has it to this day. I actually talked to him about a year ago, and he still has all his Saturn stuff. But I don't know hardly anyone that had a Saturn back then. It was either N64 or PS1 kids. Yeah, so I had one friend that had a Saturn. Initially, like he had a Model 2 Saturn, so he got the Saturn like whenever the Model 2 came out. That's when he got the Saturn. So he was the only kid that I knew at that time that had a Saturn. He ended up selling it and getting a PS1, and I never talked to him again. I'm just kidding, but he ended up selling it and getting a PS1, and then I guess it probably would have been like maybe 2 years later that my other friend got the Saturn for super cheap. So yeah, I knew 2 kids growing up that had a Saturn, and I actually, out of all my friends, I only had one. Well, two. One that I hung out with a couple of times. I went over to his house a couple of times. And another one that I went over to his house like once that had a PS1. Well, okay, I take that back. I knew a handful that had a PS1 later on, but I didn't know them until a little bit later. So around 96, 97. Yeah, around 96, 97, 98, like those years, I wasn't really I wasn't really friends with anybody that I hung out with regularly that had a PS1. It was like everybody I knew had an N64, basically, other than my friend that had the Saturn, but he also had both of those friends had the N64, whatever. But yeah, so I missed out on a lot of PS1 stuff. So I'm slowly over time getting caught up on that. Slowly but surely, I'm getting caught up on the PS1 library. But yeah, I've mainly a lot of the games I've been playing over the past few years have been JRPGs on the PS1. Like for example, I played Final Fantasy 7 and 8 all the way through for the first time a couple of years ago. I actually like 8 better. I know that that's psychotic for some people to hear that, but I really liked 8. I understand why people like 7, but yeah. The potential was there for the 7, but I just couldn't quite compete with the stellar PS1 type. The Saturn in Japan, there are some bangers on the Saturn, especially if you like shooters like shmups. If you like those types of games, there are lots of really good. The Saturn did pretty well in Japan, and it shows. So yeah, and the Saturn, the channel that I mentioned earlier, Pandemonium Reviews. I'm gonna link this one more time for any of you out there who want to learn a little bit more about some development stuff with the Saturn. This is a fantastic channel to check out. Really cool documentary type reviews.
Shout out to Pandemonium Reviews. Go check them out.
But yeah, and some of the tricks that developers use to make games on the Saturn, it's very, very interesting. Like Virtua Cop, just the way that they ported that game from the arcade to the Saturn, and the way that they used the two chips in the Saturn to render different pieces of the whole thing. It's all very interesting. If you like technology, like development kind of stuff, it's very, very interesting. Found out way after the Japanese versions of Saturn games were miles better and more extensive compared to the States. Yeah, and I still loved it as a kid. And honestly, several of the games I love. A lot of the games that I played on the Saturn were available on the PS1, so it's not like they were exclusive or anything like that. But you know, that being said, there were definitely some gems on the Saturn that are exclusive, like Panzer Dragoon and Knights and stuff like that. It's like some really obscure games, like Three Dirty Dwarves is a really good game. I think that's some of my favorite stuff on the Saturn, is stuff that was exclusive to the Saturn. And Die Hard Arcade is a fantastic game. That's one of my favorite arcade games. I played that in the arcade every single time. The movie theater I went to as a kid, that was like a little arcade in the movie theater that my friend and we'd always go in the arcade before the movie started. We'd usually get there like 15-20 minutes early, and Die Hard Arcade would hands down had to play that every single time we were there. Hands down. Love Die Hard Arcade. And that and Tekken 3, which I had to. That's one of my arcade boards. I had to get a Tekken 3 arcade board because to commemorate my trips to the movie theater as a kid. I do not have a Die Hard arcade board. I did at one time. It was busted and I couldn't fix it. And I was wounded. I spent a lot of time trying to fix it, and I just couldn't quite get it working. So I had to get rid of it. But yeah, maybe at some point I'll get another one. Okay, so that is going to do it for the stream today. How many more levels are there in this? I think there's this one, 2 more after this, I think. Good grief, yeah. So there's this Diamond Dust Zone, Volcano Valley. Oh wow, there are actually 4 more. Diamond Dust Zone, Volcano Valley Zone, Gene Gadget Zone, Panic Puppet Zone, and then like the final boss or whatever. So, next week, side tangent, pin that. So this Saturday, there's going to be a new song released this Saturday. If everything goes according to plan. I know E102. I know. Unfortunately, it's getting late. I just can't hang. I apologize. I'm old. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, so this Saturday, I'm working on finishing up the next music video that's going to be released this Saturday. It is a chip metal version of a song from a Saturn game. So yeah, that's going to happen this Saturday, and then next Tuesday, a week from today, we are going to play that game. No spoilers or anything. But yeah, it's a fun one. So it's been a while since I've done a song that hasn't been like it's a little bit more lighthearted, I guess. You know, not quite as dark, if that makes sense, as like Supporting Me or like some Silent Hill stuff or whatever, you know. So it's a little bit lighter hearted. So that'll be happening on Saturday, and then a week from today we will play that video game. And then going back to what I pinned, I gotta look and see if I don't remember if you can pick up where you left off in this game or not. I don't remember if it saves. I don't remember. I need to see. If it does save your progress, then maybe we can pick this up after next week. I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to see about that. But like, God, man, the soundtrack is so good. It's so good. I just want to play through the whole thing just to listen to the soundtrack again. Frick, it's good. Anyway, so yeah. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me on this journey through Sonic 3D Blast. It has been a blast hanging out with you all. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your evening, a fantastic rest of your week, and I will see you all very soon for some more MichaelK TV. Deuces.